When I left Survivor Season 9, 843 days ago, turns out, so 2 years, 3 months, 24th of Feb 2022 was when Final Tribal Council was. I packed up my bag, my game bag for the last time. Check it out. My name tag. And for the past 2 years and 3 months, this thing has remained unopened. So all my nasty ass island clothes, island wear, advantages, anything I had on me at Final Tribal Council, literally anything and everything, is in this bag. So I've decided that I'm going to finally unpack it because I actually want to do something cool with my memorabilia and not just keep it hidden in a cupboard somewhere. So let's have a look and see what this bag has in store for us. I'm going to show you a little compartment here. So where these straps go, there's a zip, and I used to hide things in here. I wonder if I hid anything in there before Final Tribal. No, nothing in there. I hid behind the padding as well, so nothing was left hidden. I actually used to hide stuff wherever I could. One of my favorite places I actually learned from Nick Ierdenza is under the sole of your shoe, under the inserts inside your shoe. So my save the date advantage, that was where I kept that. So nothing in there. Let's have a look on this zip here, the side. Right, what have we got here? Oh my word. Okay. So we got a pebble and an interesting shell I was picked up on the beach. But this is quite cute. This is the spoon that Phil carved out. This is actually super cool. I'm definitely putting this in my display. Phil carved us out all sorts of spoons for to eat with, and this was the in-game spoon. I'm super sentimental, so definitely keeping this. How cool is that? Okay, so that's what's in that pocket. So I'm actually going to, I don't know what I'm going to do. I'm going to unpack everything. Let's put that there. Cool. There we go. Fantastic. So that's in that. So let's have a look at anything else here. No, let's have a look at what's inside this. Oh my hat, oh dear lord, okay. That is gross. Holy shit. There's just like this waft of damp and mold that just hit me from this. Oh Jesus. Okay, cool. So in here, okay. Wait, is this? Oh, this is the main zip. Right, Jesus, it's been a while. So these were accessed via the top, so this is out of the bag. You can really see my island shorts, my penguin shorts, my hat, some advantages, my water bottles, and let's take this out one by one. What have we got in this bag here? This was probably a whole lot of stuff I tried to steal from set, because I like collecting things. Okay. There's little pouches and stuff from all the advantages I had in the game. And other spoons. Okay. So, what have we got here? So this is another full spoon. Absolutely keeping that. This was the spoon that we finally got when we merged. We didn't get a merge feast. We merged at night. And then the next day we had Future Life. We had some Future Life rewards. So these came with the Future Life bowls. So we actually had normal bowls. Right, yeah. This was probably going to be my last toothbrush. This is just a strap that goes with the water bottle. We'll get into that now. This seems like pretty cool stuff. Ooh, what's in here? This was a beer sleeve. This was on a beer bottle. When we won the pizza reward, we got a couple of beers along with our pizzas. That was the Tribal Council. Sadly, Teresa got voted out. It was where Tony... Actually, that was the challenge where Tony passed me Tajan's idol that became mine. It should be in one of these bags here. I think I'd know how to untie things after being on this game. So let's have a look and see. This should be that. There we go. So at that same challenge, Tony passed me this advantage in the least slick fashion ever. Congratulations, you found. This was the paper that came with it. Yeah, So this is where Tajan had to pass it on before the next challenge. Dante had an equivalent one, but he decided to hang on to his and try and bluff with it. So this was the actual note that came with the idol, and this, the paper that's been wrapped in here, I don't know if the writing's going to be in here. So this is the idol. It was unused. I tried to use it in other creative ways, but this is the idol that expired at merge, and I kept with me all the way through to the end of the game. Tony had writing on somewhere. Did she? I think, if I remember correctly, Tony had written a little note on something, but I think I destroyed that because I didn't want anyone to find it. So that's a super cool little piece of something that's going up there. What have we got in here now? What on earth? Yes, it smells pretty smoky. That's gross. So this is the note from our other immunity idol, the one that I found. That idol's actually downstairs because I played that idol, so that left the game, and production gave it to me after the game, after we had finished, well after we had gotten back. So just after the season aired, I got that idol back. So this is that note from there. What I did do was, after I played that one, well, I played it technically successfully in a failed move, thanks Phil. I kept this idol, which was expiring at merge, and I kept that idol with this note for the rest of the game, so that if anyone found it, they'd think I'd had a legit idol that was still valid until the end of the game, just in case. So I actually kept these two together, and I kept this separately in my other idol bag. That's very cool. What have we got in here? So that goes there. Pretty cool, man. Jeez. These things are like solid. They're like super gross. And they're like almost just solid. What have we got here? Oh, you know what this is? This is the bag from an idol Tevin found. I believe it was the idol that he used at the first tribal council, the one that he got voted to have. And this is the very famous Shona fake idol that she hid at tribal council. So she popped it in there. She told me and Tevin about it, created a distraction, and she hid it at the fire tribal council. Super believable. If she had ever whipped this out, I think people would have struggled to not believe it, just in the heat of the moment. If she pulls the move at the right time, doesn't give people too much time to inspect or think about it, I think she definitely would have sold them for a fortune. So this was always a backup plan for me after Shona got voted out, was to make use of this, which was in the tribal council. I did mention having these kinds of tools in my toolkit at my final tribal council, so as plans upon backup plans as well. That was very cool. Shona, you're an absolute freaking legend, and I'm so sorry you didn't get to play that. It was incredible. This here, let's have a look and see. What have we got here? Okay. Damn. Congratulations, you've received Save the Date. So this is my Save the Date. So this I got at that merge challenge, reward challenge, where we were using slingshots to break plates. So this was the Save the Date that I got. So I managed to hang on to that from day 1920 until day 22, which is pretty impressive because everybody knew I gained something, but nobody knew exactly what it was until we blindsided Steffi. Then I told Marion. So yeah, I mean, that's a cool piece of history, and thanks to the Save the Date, this is what gave me extra votes. It gave me the holiday. Kirsten and I went on that epic holiday. Yeah, it was a good day, and something cool to have been able to hang on to. This probably would have come, you received an extra vote. I've actually got that vote downstairs, so production gave us all our votes from the season after the season aired. So the extra vote, I've got Felix's name on there, and the other vote was for Kalani. That we used as a backstop in case Phil decided to play his idol for Felix and try and blindside me. I was always trying to mitigate risk. So I used it in a way that if he did do that, at best he would have tied the vote. So it ended up technically being wasted because Phil did play his idol on me. But in my mind, wherever I could close a gap to be blindsided, I thought it was just good play, right? It was like a risk-reward thing. I could have hung that onto that until final 5, which would have been really useful because it carried through to a revote, which could have forced a tie vote and then a rock draw if I was in trouble. But yeah, I mean, it worked out. Definitely not complaining. So that's very cool. So that all came from the outpost. So to save the date that I found, and that's from the outpost. That's a super cool little envelope as well. I'll just put that back there. Let's have a look what have we got in here. This is, I think, is just a little leather pouch. It's quite cool, man. Cool, so that's some of that. Let's see what else have we got here. Water bottle, and this is the sling the water bottle came in. This sling irritates the crap out of me, so I took mine off. We all try to do names somehow. Where did I put my name on this thing? Some leather somewhere. That's crazy. So on the top, yeah, on the top. Can't really see anymore the initials. It's like, how is that even possible? Let's see what this thing smells like inside here. Oh my word. Nothing too, I wouldn't drink from it, but it doesn't smell too bad. Yeah, that's my in-game water bottle in the sling. That's actually pretty cool. Now I'm thinking, why didn't I do the suit? This is actually quite cool. Let's see, what have we got in here? Ooh, okay. I collected whatever I could. So this pouch here, this is what I got my extra vote in at the outpost. And I've used it just to protect stuff. This was also from the outpost. I could take fruit back to the tribe. That was quite cool. These, I've been thinking about these. So this is a lot of the tree mails that I got throughout the game, right? And I was wondering how these would hold because this, well, these are the tree mails. What I did was, before Final Tribal Council, I wrote a whole lot of, basically mapped out the game from day 1 all the way to day 38, right? On the beach. Because the sand was moist and then the sun was drying up the ocean, the sand. So I was like, okay, I need somewhere else to write it. So I grabbed some coal from the fire and I started writing my entire game on the back here. You can see it's faded away. So I mapped out my entire Final Tribal pitch. So here, this is another Gmail. Time to pay up, give it your all, stay alive in the game, don't let it fall. An epic reward will blow your mind. It's a once in a lifetime, don't get left behind. Yeah, so this is more, jeez. Wow, okay, that's incredible. It was early in the game notes of each boot, so I've kind of put down kind of relationships and boots in order. Yeah, I mapped out the game from every vote that I was involved in. So started with the Tanya vote, where I was, Tevin vote, Seamus. I've put there that everybody came to defend me. Then Dante, which was the Dante failed move. Then the Palesa vote, Tony, Dante, Steffi, Meryl, jeez. Yeah, I put there, which was the key was Felix. Felix was the absolute key there. So that's top to bottom. Jeez, this is so cool, man. Good morning, Salon. It's day 32. This is a big day for one of you. Go to the outpost and find out your fate. It's guaranteed to be worth the wait. So that was free mail when I got to go to the outpost. These were points to make. Let's see. Compared to self-harm. Myself, be accountable. These are just notes to myself. By design, not lack. In my opening dialogue, I don't think I made the cut, but I kind of referenced season 6, 7, and 8 losing finalists' words. So, like Jean had spoken about luck, so I referenced that. I referenced Nicole Kappa from season 7, and I referenced Anela. That's where by design, not luck comes in here. That's interesting. Share perspective. Share perspective was an interesting one because it's, people join the jury and each one has their own perspective, and then they kind of, build a picture. Everyone's got a little bit of a piece of a puzzle, this picture that, a little bit of information that adds to this puzzle. But it's also like skewed it's from their own perspective. And then you sit at final tribal council as one of 2 people who also have their own little bit of perspective and try to fill in the last bits. But you haven't had the luxury of having that perspective yet that they've had on the jury, which is a more complete picture of the game. Not the complete, but more complete. So it's quite interesting. So I always thought, it's very important to validate the jury's game because it is valid. It's incredibly valid. And it's not about saying, hey, I played a better game than you guys out there. I don't think. So yeah, those are those notes. Let's see here, what have we got here? We've got congratulations, final 3, you've almost made it through. One more challenge in your way to determine final 2. Give it your all and hang on tight, do what you need to do. Your seat is booked for final 2 and pick who sits next to you. So that was obviously the challenge just before. That was the final immunity challenge where Kirsten came out and got to watch. And I've got here just the boot order of everyone in the game. I think that was more of a refresher. So that's quite cool there. I'm actually impressed with how well this is held. It's just kind of set in the bag. I thought it was going to be wiped away. I don't know what to do with these things. I need to maybe laminate them or something. I don't know, put them in sleeves. Let's see, what's this one? The individual game is truly underway. Sometimes you need a partner to continue to play. A reward is up for grabs for you and your mate. Time to relax, restore, and rejuvenate. This was when Marion and I got annihilated in the reward for the spa day where Felix and Phil won. Felix made rookie error and left his bag back at camp. So yeah, that's that female. These notes are about the personal journey, so less strategic and more about the softer stuff. So we figured that would be important. But it's also about things like leaning into the mild and meek character. See there, mild and meek. Internal conflicts, insecurities, imposter syndrome. This kind of so this kind of goes through the survivor journey for me and what it developed into, really, which is pretty cool. Let's see what else I've got here. Jeez, I made a lot of notes. I've never studied or prepared for anything in my life. This is the most prepared I've ever been for anything. Surviving this game is a balancing act. You must keep your focus, and that is a fact. Keep your head above water. Look out for number 1. You can win immunity. It's how this game is won. Surviving this game is a balancing act. I think this was when that final challenge before the last tribal before merge, which is where Pelés was voted out, where we were on the poles and we were keeping the ball above our heads, I suspect, because there's water below us. This was just notes on the game and how it went out, or what went along. Let's have a look here. Welcome to day 39, you are final 2. You've outlasted 18 others and now it's all about you. Breakfast at the outpost and taking one last stand at the final tribal council for the title and 2 million rand. That is cool. No notes at the back. That is a day 39 parchment, man. That is super cool. I don't know how I'm gonna what I'm gonna do with all this stuff. This is so cool. I want to preserve it as much as possible because this is This is pretty cool, I think. Okay, let's pop that away. Let's see what else have we got here. I can't believe how well it's held it. Okay. I was always super like organized on the island with my stuff, with the way things were packed, very intentional to preserve things, to hide things. I was very like, I had a very specific order, even to know if somebody was in my bag, very specific orders. So it wouldn't necessarily reflect here, because this I actually didn't last pack this day 39, I last packed this day 40, which was reunion day. So this is, I've been looking forward to seeing this. Oh my, holy shit. That is disgusting. This is my merge buff, my game winning buff. That is so cool. Check how disgusting that thing is. Oh my lord. That is rotten, man. Yeah. Still got a bit of a smoky aroma to it. It actually doesn't smell as bad as what I thought. Again, like a lot of the stuff just smells a bit moldy. So that's my game winning buff. That is super cool. Can't wait to put that up somewhere. And this, yeah, these are my favorites, man. These were my penguin shorts, as you can see. These were actually my swim shorts, but I wore them most of the game just because they're so freaking cool. I mean, when I first put these on, like, I mean, it was a bit chunks. I was like filling these properly, and they were hanging on for dear life. By the end of the game, they were just completely falling off me, completely. This item, this is my sleeveless. Oh my word, this is dingy. That is disgusting. Actually says never mind the chaos, if you've ever seen that in the back here. So this is quite interesting. This has played 55 days of Survivor. I had 2 black shirts going into season 8, and wardrobe came to me and said, hey, would you consider wearing this instead of one of your other black shirts that looks the same? And I'm like, yeah, I don't wear sleeveless stuff. I mean, as you can tell, for reasons. And I was like, no, I'll give it a crack. And this actually became a favorite of mine. You can actually still see the green marks from when I got swapped into Zamba, back into Zamba, and then rode it out at the next tribal council. So there's the green paint from that day. And then I wore this throughout season 9. So this has got 55 days of gameplay. How incredible is that? So that's definitely gonna make it into some sort of display of sorts. I don't know. I have no idea what it's gonna do. But anyway, this is my hat. Very important to protect yourself. Oh, that's a lot of sand, beach sand. It's a lot of beach sand all over. This thing is solid, so stiff. So stiff. I mean, that's cool. I had a little pouch here that I could keep things in as well. I used it once or twice, but for smaller things. There we go, a little hat. Let's have a look here. My black tee, also got 55 days in Survivor. So this was my marooning shirt on both my seasons. My bad, battery died. Alrighty, so we've got marooning shirt, also 55 days in Survivor. So this was my marooning shirt in both seasons. This was a different pair of shorts that I played in day 39 and in season 9. These are my marooning shorts, taking a bit of a hiding, pretty gross. Fantastic. So this is my marooning outfit. Alrighty, what else have I got in here? Ooh, aha, the socks. These things went through hell. So these are actually like super worn out from trying to wash them. And I remember they burst at the end of the game. Burst at the end of the game there. They're so like wrecked. These were super cool and pretty noticeable, but they were known for being the smelliest item in the game. So Phil was the by far the worst smelling human being out there, like hands down. But these socks, Marion will tell you, were the most vile smelling items ever. You can smell them from a mile away. Excuse my dog's going absolutely nuts. Yeah, and we try to wash them off, but you can only do what you can do with sand and ocean. That's very cool. That goes, yeah. This my waterproof jacket, not particularly warm, but it helped with the wind and definitely the water. Oh my word, that smells like smoke. This was in season 8 with me, so this is also 55 days in the game. This thing is held out pretty well. Stella, Phoebe. This thing was amazing. This smells like fire. Holy crap. So this I had in season 8 and season 9, an absolute lifesaver. And I remember after season 8, I was only there for 16 days. It still smelled like smoke. It took so many washes and a lot of airing out before I could actually use it. Then I used it in everyday life because I was like, well, stuff this. And then, yeah, I used it in season 9 again, and it smells like a campfire, like a campfire from last night kind of thing. It is pungent. That is strong. What else have we got in here? Oh, this is my this also season 8 and season 9. This was like a longer under top, over top. So I was very careful when I selected wardrobe. I swapped things in and out, like whether I took one fewer item of underwear for an additional this, or one less pair of socks for an additional that. I was very strategic when I got the wardrobe brief on how I could maximize items and protect myself. So this was something else I got on there, which is amazing. This is wrecked, also 55 days, so season 8 and season 9. And there's still, if you check it out, holes here from when I fell into the fire. It burned through, it burnt areas of this. There's actually holes in the sleeves here. Oh yeah, that's crusty. From where I fell into the fire and it just burnt a whole lot of holes in this thing. So it should be all over. This is also very, very vile smelling and pretty stiff and solid. That is disgusting. Awesome. As I'm going through here, there's more and more sand coming out. So, and all right, so we got a pair of flip flops. My creeping flip flops. When did those break? Did I have them in the game? I think these, I don't know when these broke. I didn't have them in game. I wanted to wear them in game, but these are broken sadly. So I don't know why these are here. Was I going to start the game with them? I can't remember, but these are the ones I took in game with me. They also broke eventually, as you can see. Barely ever wore these. Still full of sand from the game. Authentic. And what else have we got down here? Okay. These are my track pants. Not too interesting other than the fact that it's still got skin from my knee. When I fell into the fire, my skin kind of fused against the inside of my pants. So every time I put my pants down after, I could actually feel my burnt skin rubbing up against my leg. It should be on the right knee, on the inside. These also smell pretty vile. And then, these were our competition shoes. So they gave us shoes for challenges, so you could opt to wear them or not. I love these things; they're amazing. They're Sailorman's, absolutely wrecked from all the water challenges and whatnot. But these were super cool, man. I wore those. I wore them specifically for most challenges. I didn't wear them anywhere else. But super useful. Very, very useful. Crap, is that it? Is that it? No, there's got to be more stuff here. Oh. Underwear. Well, ski pants. Highly recommend. I took one pair of briefs and one pair of ski pants as my underwear. Highly recommend the ski pants, very great. I've got big ass legs, so I check. Here's my underwear. No, did I take 2 pairs of ski pants this season? In season 8, I had 1 pair of ski pants, 1 pair of underwear. So this season I took 2 pairs of ski pants. I couldn't even remember that. That's unbelievable. Huh. Yeah, ski pants for the win. And then that is my game bag. Huh. Dear Lord. Still so much beach sand in there. That's all my stuff, guys. Let's have a look and see what we've got here. We've got clothes. That is cool. Cool. And all cool goodies. I've still got a whole bunch of other stuff in a bag downstairs that's post game. So like my votes. Let me actually get those. So I went to grab some stuff because this was stuff I got after the game, so it wasn't in this bag. But this is the idol that I played to try and blindside Dante. Again, thanks Phil. That's going to go with your note. This I got from Pinty after the season. This is the map to the Ontown beach. That is super cool. That is freaking cool. I love that. That is super rad. So thank you, Pinty. And these are I think those are season 8 votes against me. I don't go to that many tribals. All of these here are all the votes that got cast for me during the game, so I've just got to figure out which ones were winning votes and which ones were to vote me out. There's a bit of a mixed bag here. I think you'll see Dante's handwriting here more times than anybody else's. So those are those votes, and then these are the votes I have left of people that I voted for, right? So this was the extra vote I spoke to you about. That was from the Outpost. That JSTV was just Survivor vote. Some people will remember that I actually, nearly every single vote I cast, I dedicated to somebody. So this I dedicated back to Felix because we became good mates in the game. This was at Final 5 where I voted out Kilani, or we voted out Kilani. Hashtag KN5, Kieran Naidu number 5, because he finished 5th in season 8, and he is definitely the most phenomenal, one of the 2 most phenomenal players I've ever had the privilege of playing with or against, and I think in our franchise history. So that was dedicated to him. Tanya, I've put their code laser. That's because my best mates introduced me to Fortnite many years ago, and Laserbeam's a popular streamer. So this was my dedication to Rocco, my best mate. I've got some Dante and Kalani, so some random ones. Meryl, again, no dedications. Tajin, Palesa, that was a tough one. Seamus, no dedication. And another Dante here. So one of these were the failed Dante, and one of these were when Dante was voted out. The other votes, so the final vote of the game that I cast was against Marion, and that I dedicated to Kirsten. I put their Queen Marion, but after the game, I gave that as a gift to Marion because she had asked for it, because we're both sentimental like that. There were other ones that are dedicated to Mike and Shannon for the Chizzy, so from RHAP, they've now split it, which is quite cool. That was the Steffi vote. The other vote, Outbluff group. That's a group of poker players that got together for the Sunday Berquist fundraiser during COVID, and a number of us formed a group because we're Survivor fans and poker enthusiasts, let's say that. It includes Dom and Kellen from Ghost Island, and a player that's on 47 now, which is pretty cool. And I dedicated that vote to the Outbluff crew, and we then did an online poker tournament, for old time's sake, because we were playing a lot online during COVID. And the winner I sent it to the winner, which was my dedication to them, a very, very cool group of people. So those are my votes, and those are the ones that I don't have in my collection anymore, but they've gone to the right homes. And I think that is it. Now I'm going to figure out a way, because I've still got my season 8 stuff that I'd like to put somewhere, so I'll figure a way to display this nicely and yeah, have it as a keepsake, because it's a bit of a shame that it just hides in a freaking in a dingy cupboard all day, every day. Cool. Hope you found that interesting. That was a wild trip down memory lane.